brought to you by Smart, bringing people together, and the Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm April Martinez. Good morning.
And good morning, April.
Good morning.
It is so lovely to be with you here on a Friday. We say that every Friday, but really I think we look forward to having the girl power at the end of the week.
Yeah, it's a good Friday. It's a fun Friday. And let's get right into it. We have a long-winded show.
Yes, we do. And we have quite a few topics to jump into for What's Buzzing. I know this week has been an eventful one. This entire month, really. Mm-hmm. I know last night there was the official ceremony of the awarding. I'm trying to remember the name.
Patriots Award.
Yes, the Patriots Award that was held at the Halover Bridge. I actually saw it when I was going home. So I want to say a huge congratulations to everyone that was awarded last night.
Yeah.
But jumping straight into What's Buzzing, as we always do, we talk about topics that are currently trending both online and in the news. All right, starting off, I know a lot of people were bummed out about the announcement that there may have been some load shedding last night. I can tell you I did not experience that.
That's good.
So I was a bit worried about it when you sent me the press release. I said, oh no, I have to get home and try to soak up some fun before
I saw it and I sent it immediately because I saw that it was, I think it was a countrywide kind of scheduling between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight last night, where there was a scheduled
certain areas had actually 7 p.m.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a scheduled load shedding announcement from the Belize Electricity Limited. Just different areas, just like what they used to do when they were announcing the load shedding. But it was a very strange announcement. We hadn't seen that for quite some months now, and all of a sudden it just kind of came out of nowhere. So wherever you were, I really hope that you were staying cool, because even though we are kind of going into October, it's still really
it's still pretty
hot.
warm, especially at nighttime too. Fortunately, though, it wasn't that long. I think the max amount of time was probably like 4 hours. So let's just hope it doesn't continue.
Let's just hope it doesn't continue and it doesn't happen on a Saturday when people are trying to do their laundry. That's always the...
Or we're going to have to be pulling out those buckets and go back in time.
But yeah, I thought that was something that was worth discussing, and I'm wondering if that's something that we're going to keep seeing. We haven't heard anything else from BEL since they've released that schedule. So we're going to see. We're going to keep our eyes out for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What we also definitely were shocked by last night in a newscast was a story that was done by our colleague Isani Cayetano on a lady, and this is interesting because apparently you were actually there after the event unfolded. A lady that was hit by falling cement at the bus terminal in Belize City, the Novellos bus terminal. Now we do know that that building is quite old.
It's very old.
But I think this has been one of those situations that no one would have expected. Isani was able to interview the husband of one of the ladies that was injured by the falling cement, as well as a taxi driver from the taxi association there, talking about what they heard, what they saw. As of last night, this individual is still in the KHMH. Yeah. I heard other reports saying that an individual broke a shoulder or broke a collarbone.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely horrific. And I don't know, so you said that you were there after the event happened.
I came shortly after, and I saw the caution tape, and I know some of the media houses were already out there, but nobody was, I think my surprise was that nobody was really like talking about it. You know, it happened shortly after, and people were still carrying on their day as per usual. People were still catching the bus. That's what I was doing, I was catching the bus. People were coming and going like normal. They weren't even saying, oh, well, you're going to have to go around, or there was just caution tape and that was it. There was no official out there or manager out there to talk to the press. Nobody was out there really, which kind of came as a shock. So when I saw the news line on social media, I'm like, I was literally just there, and nobody was giving warning. Nobody was saying, well, please walk to the side because there's an issue happening. Nothing like that.
Wow.
And it's a bit strange because I know that they were doing some construction by the waiting area of this, coming off the heels of Hurricane Lisa, when the entire roof came off of the waiting area at the bus terminal. So it's a little bit surprising that they didn't decide to do maintenance over the entire building. Like you said, it's very, very old. It was just a very strange series of events as a bystander, where I have no idea what's going on. There's caution. In my mind, I thought that perhaps there was work being done inside or something like that, but nobody was giving warnings. Nobody was talking. There was no managerial staff outside. It was quite strange, and I realized also that no managerial staff or anybody came out to give a statement.
Yes,
you know?
and that was essentially what was expressed by the husband, who would have given an interview to Isani. He mentioned that when the entire ordeal took place, no one for instance, that was working on the second floor came down to assess the situation. In fact, he mentioned that there were some individuals on the second floor looking down and laughing. I'm not sure if there's a correlation between that situation, but he did say that when the incident immediately happened, there was panic. There were individuals running around, questioning if the entire building would collapse. And I imagine that would come with a situation like that, especially when a person is injured to a magnitude where the husband expressed that his wife had to lean on him or grab him for support.
Because she realized after the fact that something happened to her. But you know, Sabrina, this particular incident opens a lot of topics for conversation. First of all, maintenance is one of them. Building inspection, like we said, those buildings are old. How often does the city council go in to ensure that it is safe for bystanders and employees? It's a very difficult situation, because I'm assuming now that there is probably going to be a lawsuit. There is probably going to be persons that are saying, hey, we have these medical bills. Somebody needs to pay them. Exactly. So it's going to, we hope that we hear from the authorities really soon, because at the end of the day, it does open the channel for safety precaution in a public area. People traverse that space every single day. And it's just unfortunate that these ladies, they had to suffer injuries. Like, that's something so unexpected, that a piece of a building would collapse on top of you while you're thinking, hey, this is a safe space. I'm going to go and take my public transportation. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And I think another story that we also were looking for an update on was the situation that took place concerning the morgue and the mistaken cremation of an individual. This story made headlines 2 days ago, and we followed it up with an interview from the third-party funeral home that Munnings Funeral Home would have chartered to carry out essentially the transportation of a body from one location to the next. In that process, it seems like some sort of miscommunication took place, and what was initially supposed to be a transportation turned into the cremation of a body that was supposed to be given to family members said to receive it at the KHMH. Now, this has created quite a whirlwind on social media as well as on the streets. People are talking about it. How can you mistakenly cremate a body? And we were able to hear from Leva's funeral home by way of, well, an alias, Mr. Chico, what Mr. Munnings would have described him as. He came to essentially try to clear his name, saying, look, this isn't my fault. This was what was said to me. He said that Of course, the female person who was supposed to get their body cremated, Mr. Munnings informed him that that was canceled. And thereafter, he told him, but I need you to deal with another body that is currently at the Boral Boom area to be picked up and taken back to the morgue. And it seems like in that moment, he mistook the word
deal with it.
Deal with it. Apparently, that's a part of their lingo. If I say, you know, I want you to deal with something that's cremate,
you know, Sabrina,
and if I need you to transport, I'd say transport.
But I listened to this interview, and there was a little share of, I guess, trying not to put the blame on themselves, on that third party. Mr. Munnings has already, you know, taken that blame for himself and so forth. But you have to get the entire story. I will say, and this is just my own personal opinion, there's a little level of arrogance that came off of that interview, because for
which one?
For the interview last night with Leva's house, because at the end of the day, this situation happened. It's an unfortunate situation, and as much as we want to not have a fault, right? The truth is it happened, right? You cremated somebody that was not supposed to be cremated. You can't take that back. And while you're trying to cast blame on somebody else, you still did it.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry, but you still have to ensure that you, as the crematorium, has to ensure that you have all the paperwork, you have all the necessary documentation. You have. To me, just saying deal with it is not enough, or it shouldn't be. In my mind, that's not professional.
Yeah.
I mean, I might probably get some backlash from that, but the truth is that saying, oh, well, he tell me deal with it, so I cremate the body. I never check documentation. I didn't check a tag. I didn't check to see if the person was male or female. I didn't check for anything. That, to me, is just negligence on the part of another funeral. No, I'm not saying that the other funeral home is not to blame, because he's already said what he did. He's already said that it was miscommunication on his part and so forth. But the amount of professionalism it takes to ensure that you are essentially burning somebody to ash, that you can't take back. You have to make sure that all the paperwork is in order. You have to.
And that seems to be the question that a lot of people are asking right now. What is the process when it comes to cremating? I'm sure it's not as simple as word of mouth. Do this and do that, and these organizations or entities simply accept you in to just burn a body. And I think one of the points that I mentioned to Paul yesterday was something like cremation. It's very sensitive.
It is.
And there are quite a few families who are so sensitive about it that they wouldn't go about doing something like that.
No.
So I think when it comes to services like cremation, you need to double and triple check to ensure that that is actually what should have been done.
It's the mother that said, I'm going to bury this urn, because they had the tomb already done, but she's burying this urn of ash that is supposedly her son, because now she's questioning whether or not that individual is her son.
Yeah.
And all of these things do happen. I mean, if they mistake the identity of somebody to cremate, who knows, right? And I have to agree with her that now I'm questioning everything. And it kind of goes to show how much you have to do your check and balances when it comes to this type of situation.
Yeah, well, she did. We did hear that there's the possibility that the family will be seeking legal recourse. So we will be following that and seeing how that further develops.
Right.
But moving into another story that was also shared on our newscast by way of a Belize on Reel. This month, April, we are highlighting sort of unspoken heroes, or people who really deserve their flowers but aren't necessarily getting it by way of athletes here in Belize. And of course, a couple weeks ago, we highlighted Puppy Leslie, a basketball legend here in Belize. Now, last night, we highlighted our very own Olympian, Sean Gill. Now, this story, I think, it was a little bit bittersweet, so to speak. We were able to learn a bit more of the accomplishments of Sean Gill, a well-known track and field athlete here in Belize, who has gotten many opportunities to represent our country. He's also gotten opportunities to further his education. He's actually an engineer as well.
Yes.
Now, he also announced in the 2024 Paris Olympics that this year would have been his last year competing and representing his country. It begs the question, of course, could we have done more? I think for athletes like Sean Gill. So we were able to hear a bit from some of his mentors, both here in Belize and where he would have studied. And I think it left me a little bit, and that's the point where, April, I was saying that it was bittersweet, because I'm filled with pride for what he has been able to accomplish, but I'm also frustrated for him and other athletes as well, who I know have the potential of doing more, and they recognize their potential as well. And that was said by Mr. Evans, one of the coaches here in Belize, who said that Sean had all it takes to make it to the Olympics someplace. But was it enough that we did here?
I want to stress something very important. Sean is 31. Sean is not some old athlete that has 30, 40 years of experience under his belt. I think he said about 18 years. He's been competing and playing, running in track and so forth. And it's one of those stories where, I mean, even Puppy Leslie's story, I felt was also bittersweet in a certain kind of way, highlighting the term unsung heroes, persons that have gone out and put Belize on the map. And for some strange reason, we haven't given them their flowers. We haven't given them their debuts. And I think that we are so proud and filled with pride when they're out there and they're doing a thing.
And they place.
And then they come home to what? Essentially, right? And I think with somebody like Sean, where everybody's saying he had all this potential, he had a bright future in track, he has all of this, but I think, well, we didn't hear from Sean, and so I would like for us to one day have this conversation with him. Come on and show Sean and talk to us about it. That we don't know if he would have actually made it with the amount of not just financial support, but support in general from Belize. And we say this because just like Puppy Leslie, just like many other athletes in Belize, we praise them for the short time that they're out there, but then they come home and they go back to their mundane lives, right? And I think for Sean, perhaps he said, hey, I understand this was my second chance at the Olympics, but if I go home, how will my training be? Where will I train? What type of facility will I get? Will they pay me? How much would they pay me? I understand, as somebody that has competed internationally, regionally, trained in the United States, that there is no way he could have come home and resorted to the low level of support that he would have gotten. And so that's just my take on that story, because I feel like it's short-lived. He's so young, and yes, he has a bright future, but perhaps he was weighing his reality, right? And as much as we would have wanted him to go back and compete, maybe he decided, hey, it's time to try the engineer hat.
Yeah, and he did mention that that's one of his other passions. So we're hoping that he's able to feel more fulfilled, or just as fulfilled if he does, about his journey in sports. And we can only hope that there are other stories just like Sean, with the successes of what he's been able to achieve and more. One of the points that we were mentioning just before the show was that imagine how many Simone Biles we have here in Belize and we're not even aware of. But they simply need the right support and the right resources. How many Marianne Jones we probably have here in Belize as well.
We were discussing the fact that, hey, our girls volleyball team that won their first championship here at home and placed gold, it took them over 30 years to get there, with countless supports from parents, teachers, coaches. They went about it alone for so long. And you know, if you don't have that push, that drive from the household, from society, from your coaches and so forth, it's going to take a long time. And I think for Sean, he said, hey, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we move now into our final What's Buzzing topic, and this one is more on a positive note. We are also talking about the potential of our talented Belizeans here, and this one is by way of musicians.
Yeah.
We oftentimes talk about the opportunities that musicians share they are struggling to get when it comes to sharing their art on an international stage. Well, I understand that about a week ago there was a festival, and we saw some Belizean artists take the stage in New York City and perform their hearts away. I know we have a large Belizean body in New York. Of course, the diaspora is filled with Belizeans, and so I'm really happy to hear that that is taking place, especially in the September celebration.
So I follow both Kyle and Ely and Yes Talia because I am an avid fan, right? I have the songs on Spotify and everything. But I saw that they were invited to go to Park Fest in New York City, and Park Fest is part of their September celebration. So it's the diaspora that kind of puts this together. And Yes Talia and Kyle and Ely were there performing with other Belizean heritage artists, because there were other artists that, you know, they're American but they have Belizean heritage. We're also singing and taking the stage with them. I think this was the 7th of September, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But I was really, really excited to see it because that is another international stage where we're seeing our Belizean people go out, represent beautiful performances, by the way. I know that Yes Talia was back to do the 10th of September, so she went, and so that already tells you the type of career that she's developing as a Belizean artist.
And she has mentioned that this is her job. This is her full-time job. And I think for a lot of Belizean artists, that's the goal.
Yeah.
You want to be able to make what your art is be your full-time job, and I think it's something that's still growing here in Belize. We still have a lot more to go. You would know, April, that a lot of the talented names and musicians that we know and love, they have full-time jobs. That's not their job.
They do.
So I have to say congratulations to these two talented musicians. Now that we're mentioning it, I know that Yes Talia was on the show just about a week or so ago talking about the September celebration song that was put together by the government of Belize, and she was talking about her leaving to go and perform at Park Fest. So again, a huge congratulations to them, and we can only hope that more of our Belizeans make it to global stage or international stages just like that one.
Wonderful, Sabrina. But
well, that does it for What's Buzzing,
and in due time too.
In due time. We want to say, though, if you have any thoughts or comments on any of these topics that was mentioned, please let us know in the comments section. We want to hear from you.
And of course, we do got to move on with our show for this morning, Sabrina. It's been fair and decent weather out there. And so we do want to get that update from the folks at the National Meteorological Service.
Good morning. Generally fair weather prevails, and during the next 24 to 48 hours will support mostly sunny skies during the daytime and partly cloudy skies at night. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated. Winds today along the coast and over the open seas will blow from the east and southeast at 5 to 15 knots, and seas will be slight. Low tides will occur at 1:07 this afternoon and 11:43 tonight. High tides follow at 7:33 tonight and 6:13 tomorrow morning. Temperatures this afternoon will peak at 80 Fahrenheit up in the Maya Mountains, 91 along the coast and 95 inland. The moon will rise at 2:41 this afternoon, followed by sunset at 5:55 this evening. In the sargassum forecast, impacts from sargassum over coastal areas are expected to remain minimal during the next few days. In the tropical weather update, at 3 o'clock this morning, Tropical Depression 7 was located near 19.0 north, 38.2 west, or about 955 miles west-northwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. Maximum sustained winds were near 35 miles per hour and the system was moving west-northwest at 14 miles per hour. That's the latest from the Belize Weather Bureau. Do have a pleasant day.
So much for that update. It's been hot.
It has been hot.
Please just try to be as hydrated as possible. Stay cool. Don't go outside if you don't have to. That's my advice.
I was just telling April that yesterday I saw the temperature was as high as 106 degrees.
Yes, it is.
Definitely scorching heat outside. And we know that it's going to stay a little bit more warm. So try to stay hydrated, as April mentioned.
All right. We do got a long show lineup. It is Fun Friday. And of course, all things buzzing about September celebrations, and of course we can't have September celebrations without our expo. So we're gonna have Smart, who is going to be one of the vendors out there this weekend. They're going to be in the show talking to us about what they're offering, their deals and treats at this year's Belize Expo.
And still on the topic of Expo, we will also be talking about the Belize Chamber of Commerce's Belize Marketplace Expo 2024 as well. So you definitely want to stay tuned to that in our second segment.
And in our third segment, it is Fun Fridays. It is Small Business Friday. And we're going to have our friends from Farmed to Perfection in to talk to us about their new products and much more in our third conversation.
And in our fourth conversation, we had them here on Wednesday talking about their play that's currently taking place at the Bliss and also will be on a countrywide tour. It's called Royal Kruffy. Well, the folks from 501 Belize will be here to bring in with them Rudy Francisco. Now, he is a Belizean American poet, well known, and he'll be talking about his presence at the play tonight as well.
Wonderful, Sabrina. But we do got to take our first break, and when we come back, it's all about Smart and their deals at this year's Belize Expo. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
My name is Lincoln Fowers and I work at UMall. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money and gas price because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Isani Cayetano, Marion Ali,
Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon.
Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes with our first conversation. Smart is here to talk all things Belize Expo. Joining us in studio, we have Tristan Coleman, and he's the marketing manager at Smart. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Miss Gabriela Pante, and she is the digital marketing officer over at Smart. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So it's all things Belize Expo. How are you feeling?
We feel great. You know, we've been putting in a lot of work. You know, at Smart, we always have things going on.
Yes.
So it never stops, and we keep growing and improving. You know, we recently doubled everyone's postpaid plan.
Yes, we had you
Yeah.
here just, well, not you, but we had a representative
Yes,
here, I think
another
it was
Karina,
earlier
Yes,
this
Karina.
week, talking about that. Yay for us. But I know that the Expo brings about a lot of preparations because it's one of those big events that we're going to be seeing a lot of vendors, but also a lot of people come by.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex, and there's over 100 booths.
There's over 100
It
booths
is.
this
Guys,
year,
how are you preparing for an event of this magnitude? Of course, every year, though.
Yeah. So every year we try to see how we can improve. You know, your company, this is our time where the company takes an opportunity to show everyone, okay, this is who we are, this is Smart, this is how much, you know, we can show you, what we can bring to the table. So each year we grow and we do it bigger and better. And this year, you know, with so many things happening, like I said, it's tomorrow. It's Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Time flew by, and we've been so occupied with different projects and you know, reaching out to customers, hearing what else we can do, what else we could add, how we could make Smart better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? We always keep bringing people together. It's been like an all hands on deck thing.
Yeah.
So with the postpaid plan double up, you know, pushing that, letting everyone know, existing customers, new customers, you know, this is what you get.
Yes.
And we've been so caught up. Gabby's been making the logistics with the rest of the team over there, and everyone's been, you know, so caught up that we actually had to call in a favor because we said, guys, we got the deals.
You have
to get
we
the
have to make
get
sure.
the troops coming.
Yeah. So we have to make sure that everyone out there knows that these deals are out there.
Yes.
So we had to call in and leave favor from some friends, and they actually helped
So
us.
Smart could literally pull the big guns out,
Yes.
pull out the friends.
We actually have a video. We actually have a video to show how they helped us out. So if we could play it.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
let's see who these people are that helped out.
My name is Vice One QB, and I have here with me Chef Sean Quillen. All right. And we're there at Dangriga, we're there at the famous courthouse. You know what court? I don't know what court. The last time QB was here, I think you want family court. But we're there at talk about court, we're talk about Smart. But most importantly, this weekend, the 14th and 15th of September, it's all about the Expo, the Grand Expo, and Smart will be there. Hi, darling. You going to Expo?
I would love to.
See you at the Expo, 15th. Marianne Jones.
Jones, don't say it.
So you know about Expo? You know about Expo that happened this weekend? You know what you be? Oh, I just hit check. Bye. So we're there at the top of Smart. We're going to Expo this weekend. I show you at the depot.
Yes.
All right. Very good.
So where only go work? What kind of deals do they have?
You get 3 months unlimited data. Something like this. I can't wait till Expo. Because Expo
I want to get deals. Yeah.
you get deals and get good music.
Exactly.
Good food. Some good. They say switch your chip. Yep. Stick with the plan and not change your mind. We're like, you me.
You really did bring out the big guns.
Yeah,
We did. And that's something exciting that we'll have this year. So all our Smart ambassadors will actually be at the booth. So we are looking forward to that and having them interact and then do fun giveaways all throughout the 2 days.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I definitely want to point out from Smart and commend really your ability to collaborate with these Belizean faces that people love and enjoy, and how impactful it has been in selling the product that Smart offers. Let's talk about that, because we've been seeing Hubie talk about can't left this plan, and we understand why. And then of course Sean bringing in his dirty innuendos in his explanations. Can't left this plan, can't left this man. I mean, guys, it's obviously catchy. It obviously brings in a crowd. It captures attention, and it sells the driving point of what Smart is offering. Is that the intention every time?
Yes, I mean, we're all about bringing people together, and we want to stand by that, and we want everyone to know that we don't want to just invite you to our service. We want to invite you to our family, to be a part of the Smart family, and that's what we push in our ads. We don't only put it in our ads, but like you saw in the video, we actually go on the ground and put in the work so that you can understand that Smart is going to bring it to the table every single time.
Yes, yes.
So we're going to do it through our services, we're going to do it through our marketing, we're going to do it through our people, through our customer service, all the time. Yeah. But you brought up a good point, because you said we had some ambassadors, and we actually have some new ambassadors, and we'd love for everyone to see, and he has some message to show.
Wow,
as well.
all right, well, let's see those new faces.
Yo, what up guys? Stig the Artist here. Join me at the Smart booth at the BCCI Expo 2024, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th. Customers that sign up for a select postpaid plan get phone for as low as $50. Plus, group postpaid plan come with a 50% discount on broadband for 6 months, 5 tasty drink from Mechas, and free installation. It gets even better. The first 50 customers get to walk away with phones for as low as $25. Don't miss out on these irresistible deals that are smarter than ever before. Join us at booth numbers 138 to 141. Smart, bringing people together.
So you all got Stig the Artist to join you all, and I also heard him saying they will get certain gift items from Mechas and so forth. So it sounds like Smart is collaborating not just with these ambassadors, but with other entities and corporations. Let's talk about these collaborations.
So actually at the booth this year, we're doing it bigger and better than ever before. We have actually Smart Sushi by Giotto. So Giotto will be at the booth, as well as Mechas. And then they actually have a Smart drink, which will be available at the booth. And we have Cochinita Pibil as well. So we have like a wide variety for everyone to enjoy.
And I just need to know who's the team responsible for doing this, because y'all need a raise. You not only brought me with the public figures and the ambassadors, but the drinks. And then the food, Smart sushi. Guys, come on now, come on.
I really admire the fact that you're bringing in these Belizean vendors to be a part of this collaboration. Oh, so I can just go to the booth and get some Smart sushi, or what do I have to do?
So, well, with Mechas, we have some promos with Mechas. So, like Stig mentioned, if you sign up for a group plan for 5 people, you actually get 6 months of broadband. So one person from the group gets broadband at 50% off, right? As well as everyone in the group gets 5 drinks from Mechas for free. Yeah. Absolutely. We're doing that with other promos. I mean, we also have, if you switch a chip, which only costs $1 out there. You know? So if you're not with us, you could join us for $1, and then you get the unlimited social media data package monthly for 3 months. As well as if you put in $25 credit, then you get a free drink from Mechas again.
Wow.
So we just be
guys,
Mechas.
For whoever needs to get those credits or switch to the group plan, save it. Don't do it today. Save it for tomorrow, because you'll get your free drinks. You walk out with You walk out a little bit tipsy, or you walk out, I don't know, sober. What kind of drinks will Meches be serving?
They're actually creating their very own smart drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's what does that entail? Is it an alcoholic beverage, or is it
Well, you know,
virgin?
Well, no, it's not alcoholic beverage. I
Okay.
mean, they will be offering virgin drinks as well, but we have, it's a combination between Smart Punch and the Blue Hole. So if you're a fan of Meches, you know they're popular.
I
Blue
know it
Hole.
may be something orange and blue.
But it makes sense though. Why could it should not be.
Yeah. And then when we partnered with Giotto,
Yes.
he also said, you know what, we're gonna have smart sushi out there. So we're excited. I'm a big sushi fan.
I
So
can see
we're gonna be excited.
I'm seeing salmon and seaweed. Like there has to be like a spicy tuna roll.
I can't wait.
Well, you'll have to come by the booth to try it out.
Of course.
But apart from all of these ambassadors and smart sushi, which I really, really love that, what else can we expect? Double ups, triple ups?
Well, like I said, we have double up and triple up actually at the booth. So make sure you come out to the smart booth so you can get double up from $1 to $29, and you can triple up $30 and above. And again, if you put in $50 credit, we're gonna give you a drink from Meches. Yeah. So you know, there's a lot going on. The triple up is at the booth only, but countrywide we're having double up.
I also know that every time you all do these expos, you have deals on devices.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that first?
So the device deals are as low as $25 for the first 50 customers. But we don't want anyone to fret because the deals out there are still amazing, and our showrooms will be having similar deals that are still great. But you want to come out to the booth and you want to get your chance to get a phone for as low as $25. And you want to switch the chip, most importantly.
I should have wait for this expo before
What
I
kind
go
of
and buy a
phones are we
phone.
getting for these prices?
So we have a variety of phones. We're literally making sure that we have good quality phones on the deals, right?
So if you've been looking to upgrade, this is your
your
chance.
chance, yeah.
And then on our social media, we will have the list of all the phones, prices, and details as well.
And then, so we want to invite everyone to come out, like I said, and take advantage of this switch and chip promo. We have more, of course, but everyone's making the switch these days.
Yes.
And I think we have a testimony to that. So if we can also show that as well, we'd really appreciate it.
All right. Why are we making the switch?
Yes.
Hey there, it's your girl, Yastalia. Are you guys Expo ready? Because Smart is bringing the smartest deals to the Expo 2024 on Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th. Switch your chip to Smart for only $1 and get social media data bundles and walk away with a phone for as low as $60. Plus, if you purchase a social media or data bundle, you get the chance to win 2 VIP tickets to the concert happening in San Ignacio. But that's not all. New broadband signups enjoy 20% off for 5 months and free installation as well. Plus, a chance to win a 43-inch Samsung TV. Don't miss out on the smartest deals. See you there.
You guys just took everybody.
Well, I mean,
we've been pushing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful to see that there is a lot of innovative ideas happening over at Smart. It sounds like, and this was going to be my next question. So thank you so much, Yastalia, for introducing.
I mean, if Yastalia, Stig, Hubie, Sean said that we supposed to be Smart family members, then we have to do
be
it.
Smart members.
You know?
But my next question was going to be surrounding around giveaways, raffles, and so forth. But Ms. Yastalia already kind of give us a snippet of what we can expect.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, we're going bigger now. These are just a few of the deals. We still have great deals on broadband. If you come out and you sign up for broadband, you get 20% off for 5 months, And we also will be raffling, right, Gabi? We'll be giving away.
All throughout the day, these will be lives hosted by our ambassadors. So if you're around, you get a chance to be a part of the giveaways.
So we can come in. What do we have to do to be a part of the giveaway?
So it's a surprise. It's a
Well,
surprise.
I mean,
but it's
you guys
nothing
have given away a
difficult.
lot. A lot of details, so we'll take it.
But we do want to say, come sign up for broadband. You get a
Yes.
chance to win a 43-inch TV.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
And then as well as, like we said, countrywide, we have our own promos going on. If you buy social media data, or if you buy any data, any prepaid user, you get a chance to win 2 tickets to the Rude Boy Fest happening September 20th at
San Ignacio.
San Ignacio. And but you guys, another important note is that you mentioned the ambassador lineup. And you know, we've been, I mean, but you mentioned a few. Let's just show everybody the entire list.
What we have planned
What
for
we
the
have planned.
Smart stage.
So for the first time ever, Smart is having their very own stage at the expo.
Wow.
So we have a video to show who's the lineup.
You guys just came in with all the presentations. I love it. Let's see that.
For the first time ever, introducing Smart Stage at the BCCI Expo being held at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex. Join us this Saturday, September 14 for performances by Britney Starr, followed by Bossa B Band starting at 3:30 p.m. And on day 2, this Sunday, September 15 with DJ Super Mario, Yastalia, Stig the Artist, QB, and the Next Gen Band. Show starts at 1 p.m. Get deals you can't get anywhere else at our booth number 138 to 141. See you there! Smart, bringing people together.
Imagine that. Of course, you guys will be present there at the BCCI Expo, which come with their own entertainment, but you guys had to double down and bring your own too.
Yeah, I mean, we've been going to the expo for years, right? And then they made the move to Marion Jones, I think somewhat recently. And then that area didn't have the entertainment, but then we reached out to BCC,
It was only
the
right.
chamber, right? It was only right. Because we said, you know, Smart, we could do this not just for Smart, but everybody in the area. We're all about bringing people together, and why not help drive some traffic to this side as well. So we reached out to BCCI with the chamber, and we've been so happy that they have received our partnership and accommodating to us as well. I mean, they do that to everybody. They go above, and we've had our very own expo in our parking lot back in February that
Our
are connected
headquarters.
are connected with Love Expo. And man, I could tell you the amount of organization that goes into that. We had, I think, 60 booths, so I could imagine 100. So any way we could help out, we were happy to, and you know, they were open arms.
I gotta say, and kudos to you and your team for executing what should be a wonderful weekend. Let us talk about the amount of work that it takes in organizing this event. And I'm kind of pick your brains a little bit, because getting these ambassadors together, getting these stages together, it's no small feat. Let's talk about that.
So the amount of organization, we have to look at it holistically first. And then we look at how can we really understand what the people out there want. I mean, you listen to the needs, we see all these concerts, all these events, and we partner with multiple. You know, we've been at the Music Fest, you know, we're here, we've been making sure that we strengthen our relationships with the people who support us, and that's what we want everyone to understand, that we will always keep giving back, and we want people to understand, just join us and enjoy the benefit of being a loyal customer.
Yeah.
And then you go into these events and you look at it here and there, and you say, you know, this could use a tweak here and this could be a tweak there. I mean, we all could get some improvement here and there, and we understand that that's the reality, and we just want to make sure that the customers at the end of the day, they get a better experience, not just at our events, but the events where we are as well.
Sure.
So we added this, and we you know, we plan our social media strategy, we plan our branding strategy, we look at ourselves, and then we look at the actual organizers of the event, and then we see where what we have or our assets could intertwine with to improve the like I said, the overall experience for everyone on the whole.
You know, I'm also here thinking about the overall message that the Smart brand sends as well, and you talking about getting customers and recognizing that they are a part of a family. You can see that in the ways that you guys also give back in those projects too. And of course, we've had you guys here talking about various projects that Smart has given back when it comes to building homes, when it comes to scholarships. We can see that this is more than just selling devices or selling these services. This is actually connecting people, bringing people together, as you guys mentioned. So kudos to you all. We can definitely see the effort that goes beyond just one event. And as I mentioned, selling devices or selling these services, we know that it's going to be a jam-packed and a hot day tomorrow.
Yeah.
But there are many reasons to come out to the expo. So let's remind our viewers again on those deals on the devices. And of course, the partnerships, the collaborations between small businesses and ambassadors as well.
So for broadband, we'll be raffling TV. So sign up for broadband and you get a chance to win a 43-inch TV. You also sign up and you get 20% off for 5 months. If you do a postpaid add-on to your broadband, you will get 2 months free as well. You know, for phones, you can get phones as low as $25. Just make sure you're one of our first 50 customers. You want to get over there early because
50 customers.
First 50 customers.
So come early.
Come early because I mean the deals are good, but like I said, who wouldn't want to walk away with a phone for $25?
And also avoid the crowd. I mean, we know that these expos bring out thousands of people. So if you could avoid the rush and the crowd at the booth, because we know your booths will be crowded, come early.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our postpaid, if you sign up for postpaid, you get 25% off for 4 months. So you get this double data at 25% off for 4 months if you sign up out there. So you want to switch a chip for just $1, you get your unlimited social media data bundles. You put in the $25 credit. Along with that, you get a free drink from Mechas. Your group postpaid plan sign up, you get 50% broadband as well. You drink from Mechas. You put in $50 credit. You get to triple up because triple up above $30. You get your drink from Mechas.
You get your Mechas. You say that every time. You do this. You get a drink from Mechas.
And if you have friends who aren't with us yet, you could refer them and you get rewards. Refer a friend and we will be giving rewards.
Okay. And a drink from Mechas, maybe? No.
Yes, actually. For the both of you. So each of you get a drink from Mechas.
Oh, wonderful. And then, of course, there is the sushi there, too. So you get your drink and you get your food, depending on... Yeah, and
So there's options.
So
for all.
Wow, I'm excited for this booth. But guys, one more time for our customers, when are you going to be out there, the date and the time?
So it is this Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th. The expo opens up from 8 in the morning to 6 p.m. And we'll be there all
And the
day.
concert is going to be all day as well?
So specifically for the Smart Stage, on Saturday performances start at 3:30 p.m. And on that day we'll have the Bossa B Band and Britney Star.
Okay.
And then on Sunday we actually have 5 other performers starting at 1 p.m.
Okay.
So we have DJ Super Mario, he's also one of our ambassadors. We have Stig the Artist, Yas Talia, the Next Gen Band, and of course Hubie.
Okay, and that's on Sunday at 1:30.
Sunday, yes.
Well, guys, I want to say a big thank you so much, Tristan and Gabriela, for coming in. We can't wait to see what Smart has lined up for us this weekend.
We're
and
excited.
I can't wait to get my Mechas and my sushi.
And Pibil.
And Pibil. Yes. But thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
I will see you out there.
We will.
All right.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, the conversation on Expo continues. We'll be talking to the folks from BCCI. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Isani Cayetano, Marion Ali,
Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon.
Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Remember, not all light bulbs are created equal. Our lighting department offers a wide assortment of light fixtures and accessories to suit your style. So stop in today and get the right illumination for your homecation. And don't forget your B-Box when you make a purchase. Benny's, quality and savings.
My name is Leomar Langzert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer. With these online that Belize Bank offered is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
Isani Cayetano, Marion Ali,
Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon.
Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Welcome back, guys. We are continuing the conversation on the Marketplace Expo set to take place this weekend at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex. And we have here with us 3 of our friends to talk to us more about what you can expect tomorrow and on Sunday. In the middle, we have Andrew Usher, and he is the Marketing and PR Manager for BCCI, the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And to my immediate left is Elizabeth Mazzocchini, and she is the Program Officer for the EU. And all the way over to the end is Stephen Yarwood, and he is the Marketing Manager for Digi Belize. Guys, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome.
Good morning.
You brought in troops, Andrew.
Yeah, he brought his friends.
I had to.
Now, there is a lot to expect for this year's Expo. We were just talking a bit earlier that we are expecting over 100 booths at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex.
140
of course.
100 and how much?
140 plus.
40 plus? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of businesses, a lot of opportunities to promote things that are taking place. Let's talk about what we can expect come Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so this year marks the 28th edition of the Expo Belize Marketplace. And for me, it's my second year as a part of the organizing team that puts it together. But this year, you can definitely expect similar to what was there last year, but a bit more surprises as well, only because you know, we typically have our live entertainment that people come out to.
Yeah.
But of course, the highlight is always the exhibitors, the various different groups and entities that come out and basically promote their products and services. I believe, you know, for everybody that is willing or wants to attend, that it's something that everybody should look forward to, whether you're young or old. Our pricing has remained the same for about the past 10 years. I believe it's $5 for adults and $3 for kids. Digi and the European Union, who are sponsors as well, they're also coming out. And you know, Digi has their products, they have their services. The European Union is also going to be highlighting several different scholarships, if I'm not mistaken, as well as having some surprises at their booth as well. I won't spoil everything for everyone for them. But you know, we have exhibitors, you know, they have food, drinks, clothing, jewelry. The list can go on: handcrafts, woodwork, wine. You know, there's so much to list off, but definitely it's something to look forward to this year.
Before we get into our two guests this morning, you said it's the 28th year of the Belize Expo. Let's talk about the progress and objective of this particular exposition, because it's not the only one that BCCI does, but what is the purpose of this expo and its progress in the past 28 years?
Well, at least from what I've experienced for myself, I think, you know, we highlight, because we are a membership organization, and I should say that we work under the CCC philosophy, which is connect, capacitate, and champion. And we do this for our members. And so a large majority of those participating are members, as well as non-members. But for us, it's to get their business out there, to promote them. This is another way that we connect them with the business environment and with people on a whole. You know, there are a lot of entrepreneurs coming up, and they need an outlet to highlight their products and services. So this is a great way to do so. I think on average, every year, we have about 10,000 to 12,000 people coming out to the event. So it's a great opportunity to highlight what you're offering and also connect. You know, we encourage networking. You never know, you might just be starting out. Let's take, for example, soaps. If you're somebody new in soaps, there might be a hotelier out there, somebody who's interested in having your soaps at their resort, or you know, something like that. So it's a great way to connect. We have a large portion, I believe about 70 micro vendors that will be out there, including a micro pavilion that's dedicated to them. And so it's another testament to the fact that people are interested in becoming entrepreneurs. They're interested in having their own business. You know, we can't always rely on that one job. We have to look for another avenue to make money. So again, it's just a great way for people who are starting out, and as well people who are already established, to show and highlight what they have to offer on a whole.
Absolutely. I love that we are showcasing in this conversation that, one, there will be businesses sharing their products, but there will also be organizations and entities talking about services that they have as well. And in this instance, we are joined by Ms. Elizabeth Mazzocchini, the Program Officer for the European Union, talking to us about some of the services that they have in store and available for Belizeans as well. Let's talk about that, Ms. Elizabeth.
Thank you so much. So yes, indeed, we're not a business. We are a developmental partner of Belize. We've been friends and partners of Belize for now over 30 years, working together with government and civil society across many different sectors, from supporting the health sector to rural electrification, working together on climate action, human rights, women's protection, many different infrastructure, building bridges, roads, and so many things.
Yes.
I won't go into the list. It would take too much time.
The list is long.
However, so yes, just to highlight, we're not a business, we're a development partner, but we're super excited to take part in the Expo for the second year as well. We have something in common. Andrew. I had such a great time last year. We really enjoyed engaging with all of the visitors, and some of the things that people can look forward to at our booth, which is booth 111. We are going to have a range of activities for children, families, young people, any age, you're welcome. So we're going to be having free face painting for kids, both days. Looking forward to that. I'll definitely get my face painted as well. Then we're going to have some educational activities, some fun trivia with some really cool prizes. So come out and check us out for that. And also, importantly, we're going to be giving information about scholarship opportunities. Right now in October, the application period opens up for the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship, which is a fully funded scholarship opportunity by the European Union at master's level. So we're going to be there ready to provide information.
Yes. I think just starting off with the fact that there's going to be face painting for kids and families, it speaks to the fact that this is a family event.
Yes.
It's an opportunity, of course, for these vendors and booth holders, but also for the consumers who stop by. This is an opportunity for them to shop or window shop or just hang out with each other and meet people as well. And kudos to you guys as well for offering an opportunity for persons who would like to pursue higher education to get some information on that as well. Let's take the conversation over to Digi to talk to us about the business side. Now, this is the deals. This is what we really always go to the expo for. We go for the toilet paper, we go for the new devices, the cheaper devices. Digi, what do you guys have in store for us?
So of the 140 plus booths at the expo, the booth is the Digi booth.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm not boasting. Maybe
But you
I am.
are.
Maybe I am.
Yeah.
But of course, like you rightfully said, everybody comes out to the expo and they want to know what are the deals at your booth. So there's so many things happening at the Digi booth. I'll just focus on the main things. For those persons who may not have the luxury of time to come out and spend the entire day with us at the expo, you can pre-order your devices via the DigiWallet marketplace. So as we speak, you can take out your device, log into your DigiWallet account, purchase your device, and simply pay your entrance fee to go to the booth. To access the grounds, drop by the booth, take a couple minutes, pick up your device, and you're done.
And that's what we want.
Convenient.
Yeah, hot tomorrow. We just want to go in, get our stuff, get out, stop at EU, do our face paint, and then come out. You know, like that's what it's all about, really.
It works both ways because you also have more time to explore around the grounds. So that is one of the benefits of shopping with Digi at this year's expo. Now, the first 25 customers who have time to spend at the grounds, they can get a Samsung device for as low as $99, and it comes with a free unlimited prepaid data plan. All right, so it's the first 25 customers to the booth.
Wow.
Wow, so you're expecting a flood.
Yes,
is what
we
you're
are.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Controversy.
And it's also the time for you to sign up for your postpaid plan.
Yes.
You can enjoy low rates, monthly rates for an entire year. And if you also bundle that plan with a device, you can also save up to $900.
Wow. Are you guys expecting one of those situations where one boot isn't enough and you need multiple?
Always.
Three?
Always. It always happens. Every year it's the same thing. Unfortunately, there's only so much space that we can take on the grounds. But I mean, people come out. People come out. They want those deals. They want to take advantage of all the products and services that we have to offer with exceptional savings. They know where the quality and the best services.
Are you offering broadband deals as well?
Yes. So you also get discounted rates for 6 months on our DigiOne bundles.
Okay. Wow. I love the fact that, because I'm an avid DigiWallet user, and I love that I can to the marketplace and purchase and so forth. Is there anything else that I can do on my DigiWallet while I'm at the expo?
Of course, you can purchase a ticket for a raffle that we're having for a 65-inch Samsung 4K Series 7 TV.
Wow. What's the price of the raffle?
$10.
Ooh, not bad at all.
$10.
Or
you can also sign up for DigiWallet at the grounds, and you get an automatic entry.
Wow. Okay. You know, the expo is one of those events that I imagine it doesn't take too much effort marketing it, because people will come out regardless for these deals.
Yeah.
I imagine the more difficult aspect is preparing it, ensuring that it's bigger and better every year.
Yeah.
We're looking at instances that this expo is growing to almost 200 excuse me, booths or vendors, where you might have to consider another location pretty soon.
That's always the tough consideration every year, to be fair. You know, we've thought about it, we've brainstormed about it, and we've tried to figure out, you know, what's the best location, how best can we accommodate everyone. I don't think reducing the number of booths is ideal, only because, you know, like certain locations in the city, you know, it might make sense, it might not make sense, but that would mean a reduction in participants. And so it keeps growing, and, you know, even this year we've had to squeeze in. I think we sold out, even up to last week, we had maybe about one booth still available, and that was sold out. So we still had people on a reserve list asking us, hey, did somebody cancel? Is there any way that you can squeeze me in?
Wow.
Marion Jones might seem big, but the actual layout that you can utilize is not as big. So we've been trying to figure out, you know, different ways, and it's still a work in progress. You know, we're still considering, you know, because we wouldn't really want to move it out of the city, only because it's done well for us every single year that we've done it in the city, and it's centralized, so it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, you know, we're always considering different options and seeing what can be put forth out there. If somebody has an idea of a location and they want to share it with us, by all means, we're open ears, we're willing to sit down and talk about it.
Well, you all went from ITVET to...
It started at St. John's College.
St. John's,
it was at
ITVET.
St. John's for years, and then we moved over to ITVET, and now we're at Marion Jones.
I need to ask this question because I've only been to the expo like a couple of times, and every time the vendors come on the show, they're like, we're at booth 111. Please explain to me this layout and this number system.
Okay, so the way how it's set up, right, and we have the map on our Facebook page, but it's also going to be printed physically on the grounds. I believe for the past couple of years, we've been using like a digital map to do so, but this year we're going back to physical. So when you're on the grounds, you'll be able to see a physical map. So let's say we're positioned where we are now, and I am booth 98. Well, let's say 110, right, because they're 111. So I'm booth 110, she's 111. So if you look at the map, all you need to do is, there's a physical map that shows you the layout of the grounds, not drawn to scale, of course. But if you see 110 and 111, and then you look down, and you'll see the list of names, and then you just need to search for 110 at the top and 110 at the bottom, 111 at the
and
top.
it'll tell you what is there.
Yeah, so you'll see what is there. And some people have multiple booths, but they're not necessarily together. So like Digi has some booths together. Yeah, so you can see the map, and it shows you what the different types of booths are. So if you look at the legend, there's commerce, automobile, kids corner, food, and micro booths. So, and they're color coded, and you can also see the numbers. And then at the very bottom of this page here, you'll be able to match the numbers as well. So I think, for instance, Galen has 2 booths, but they're in different locations. So it would be like 95 and 156. But like Digi would be like, let's say 137 to 138, but it will have a dash. So that's the differentiation. So you could see that all 3 booths are together. And then, like for Galen, they're separate, so in different locations. But you just need to look at the top, check the names at the bottom to make sure that you're at the right
Because you
space.
don't think you can get lost at Marion Jones, but you do.
Yeah.
Well, so, you know, the thing is, it does happen where people are looking for booths. You know, nothing is ever perfect, but it's all. And to be fair, we're going to have our booth also right at the entrance. So when you're walking in, at the very entrance to the right, we have 2 spaces that are specifically for BCCI. So if you have an emergency or if you need any clarification on anything, our staff will be out there as support to be able to let you know, okay, well, hey, this is where this booth is. If you need emergency services, you know, we have Bert and police nearby. We can contact them as well. So it's just to come and chat with us. We're encouraging everybody to basically come out, chat with the people that are out there, chat to Digi, chat to European Union, chat to the exhibitors as a whole, and see what they're offering. You might not necessarily need toilet paper for that day. But you can still go. I mean, they have a lot of these booths have raffles.
It's all about the deals. It's all about the deals and the raffles.
And I think, and that brings us right back to the point of talking about the EU and having services that are available there, as well as products from these businesses. But aside from these booths that will be present and the opportunities to take advantage of deals, there will be also entertainment. Let's talk about that.
So we partnered with Niche this year, and I kudos to them for being a part of this year's event. I mean, it's definitely a difficult undertaking to accommodate all the performers and get them all in line. But this year we have a great lineup. I'm just going to go off the top of my head, so I hope nobody talks me up for it. But yeah, we're
Can
gonna
we bring back the flyer as well, just for persons to see?
I know for sure we're gonna have Top Rick, we're gonna have Vida, we're gonna have Nello Player featuring Ronell. We have the Boom and Shine second generation. I believe we have Barbara Herrera. Terry brought down Leadland. My memory is.
I saw Super G.
Well, that's the thing. So Sunday's headliner has always typically been Super G, and you know, when we have people coming out, you know, they look forward to hearing him perform. You know, for me, all of his songs. I don't necessarily want to say the names of the songs, because the ones that I like, I can't really say it like that. but definitely, you know, his performances are always great. People come out. They literally come out at 5 o'clock, which is typically when we're closing the gates, because we say 8 to 6, but really it's 8 to 5, so that we can accommodate the people wrapping up and leaving, and also people that are enjoying the live performances to wrap up. So we typically would say, like, people come out just at 5 o'clock just to listen to Super G when he's performing. So it's definitely going to be a great experience this year. And I can't forget to mention that tickets are still available in many different ways. So typically, physically, we have them at the BCCI Western Union that's here on Coney Drive. We have them at Dooney's on Albert Street. We have them at Toto's on Orange Street. We have them at 88 Shopping Center on Central American Boulevard. And of course, we have them on the DigiWallet and QuickPass apps as well. And DigiWallet is also going to be having basically like an express line for people who purchase through that app. So they'll be out there right across from us, from our main ticket area. They'll be across from us, accommodating people who are purchasing them online. And that's really good for people who are coming in internationally. People might have family members coming in on Saturday and Sunday, and they don't necessarily want to worry about dealing with the lines. So they just purchase them online, and then they walk up to the booth, they scan their code, and they receive their tickets.
Well, guys, as we wrap up our segment this morning, I want to give DJ and the EU one final opportunity to tell their customers to come out and see their booths. Let's start with you, DJ.
Well, besides the doorbuster deals, like I said, the first 25 persons can get a device for $99. We are also going to be hosting hourly raffles, DigiWallet cash. So some people may be able to visit the booth and walk away with $50, $100, $200, $500 DigiCash just for visiting. We're also doing DigiPoints giveaways as well. That's the new DigiPoints app. Everybody's shaking
their devices.
So there's going to be DigiPoints giveaways as well. Double up also at the booth. So there's so many things to do at the DigiBooth. And just to mention, every purchase of a device, whether it's through the marketplace or at the booth, you can get a free general ticket to the Soca Culture Fest concert.
Wonderful. Okay. And of course, the EU.
Great. Come to see us, booth 111. Come to meet our Stella team from different countries in Europe, from Belize. We love Belize. Lots of stuff, nice stuff going on. We'll be giving you information about scholarship opportunities to study in Europe, in one of the 27 countries of the European Union. Come get your face painted, bring your kids, bring your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom-in-law, whoever you want to bring, and come also play some games with us and have fun and get some great giveaways.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. All right.
The Belize Expo is this weekend at the Marion Jones Stadium. Gates open from 8 a.m. both Saturday and Sunday. Go on and get those deals. We know that you want to go and get the Digi deals and then come back out and then do your face paint. So we're going to do that. But we do got to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to one of our small businesses that's farmed to perfection. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
My name is Nayeli Yakab. I'm the coordinator of the Benga House of Culture Niche. Before the Belize Bank online service, I had to travel to San Ignacio because we don't have a branch, a Belize Bank branch in our community. Now with the service, I can conduct my transactions at the office, at the comfort of my home, just anywhere in the world. It has made my life much easier. I would recommend the Belize Bank digital services to everyone and anyone. It gives you back your time, it's highly reliable, it's available 24/7, and it just makes your life easier.
Isani Cayetano, Marion Ali,
Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon.
Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Welcome to a world of winged wonders. Today, we're taking you on a journey to the butterfly farm at Cha Creek in the Cayo district. Join us as we uncover the secrets to this dazzling but delicate sanctuary where butterflies reign supreme. So what made you guys decide to have a butterfly farm?
So it all started up with a gentleman by the name of Mr. Charles Wright, who was a soil specialist in Belize. And he actually brought some blue morpho chrysalises from Toledo and brought them over to Cha Creek. And as any naturalist, he was intrigued by the life cycle and wanted to learn more about the flora and fauna around him. And he eventually started up a little nursery program with the granadillo and also the chrysalises that he brought. Now the granadillo is actually the host plant for the blue morpho. So Mr. Charles wanted to find out what was the life cycle of the blue morpho butterfly. And in doing so, he brought along with him, as I mentioned before, the ant plant or granadillo, which is the host plant. So we feed these to our blue morpho caterpillars. The plant itself contains cyanide in there, which protects the caterpillars from any predators, being birds, geckos, scorpions, stuff like that, right? So the first couple of weeks, the first 2 weeks, we will generally harvest very young leaves so that the caterpillars are able to chew it properly. Exactly, yes.
Like baby eating soft
That's right, that's right.
All right, got you.
So as they molt and get a bit older, we then look for leaves that are not very hard, but not as soft as this, right? A bit more mature leaves. In the later stages, so anywhere from about 6 to 10 weeks, we can harvest leaves that are a bit harder in texture. And the caterpillars are also a lot more hungry. So that song, the hungry, hungry caterpillar, that's true.
I'm here thinking, so this is the food for the blue morpho. So are we saying that there are specific host plants for specific caterpillars or butterflies?
That's right, that's right. So for example, we have 3 different species of butterflies that we rear at our butterfly exhibit. the blue morpho being the main showcase. But we also have the owl and malachite butterflies. The owl butterfly will, or the owl caterpillar, sorry, will feed mainly on plants in the Musaceae family. So banana leaves, plantain leaves, heliconias, these are the leaves we want to collect for the owl caterpillars. So you have to know exactly what plant the specific caterpillar will eat.
Yeah.
Otherwise we lose them.
Oh wow.
It's quite important to us. Even the harvesting of the leaf plays a part in our sustainability. We will usually prune or cut the plant in areas where it has joints so new shoots can start growing.
Got you.
The plant itself, the granadillo, as it matures, we'll also use it for lumber, so at our woodwork shop. No?
How many blue morpho caterpillars are you guys currently feeding?
Whew, a lot. But we can take a closer look, so if you'd like to join me, I'll show you a few.
Okay. And then I maybe could feed them myself.
Yes, definitely.
So, where are we?
So Sabrina, here we are at our little caterpillar nursery. We already harvested a couple of leaves to feed our blue morpho caterpillars. So I'd like to show you how healthy these little guys are.
Okay.
As I mentioned earlier, there is a lot. So these little ones right here are at the very early stage. They're just a couple days old.
Yes.
So one...
You even have some on the bottles.
On the bottles itself. So you can notice we put a little bit of water in there to keep the leaves nice and moist.
Yes, yes.
So that they're able to feed off these leaves as best as they can. Little tiny ones like these.
They're so tiny.
Yeah. Have just hatched out of their eggs.
Oh, wow.
Guess how much eggs one butterfly can lay? Take a wild guess.
100.
Wow, you're good. That's a good guess.
It's good? Yeah?
Think about 150 eggs.
Oh, okay. That was a wild guess, by the way. That was like...
Yeah, so you have the leaves for the very small caterpillars. As I mentioned, the softer the texture is, it's easier for the very baby caterpillars to eat them, no? So I showed you the very tiny caterpillars. Now here, they're already getting a bit more mature. If you notice, the leaves are a bit larger. We don't touch the caterpillars. You got to be very careful not to touch them.
Okay, what would happen if you touched them?
Remember earlier at the Granadillo farm, I mentioned that this leaf contains a poison. That poison is called cyanide. So these little guys have nettles or little hairs on them that if it gets on your skin, it can cause itching and irritation.
Okay.
So they have a very, very good protection from
What
predators.
are these little black spots on the leaf?
So that's caterpillar dung.
Oh!
Every day, hence the reason why we have two ladies that do a great job in here in caring for these caterpillars. Every day these leaves are cleaned.
Okay.
And new leaves are placed in there
That's so
to make
funny.
sure you have fresh leaves for these caterpillars. The different caterpillars come in different sizes also, right? So I'll show you some of the stage just before we take them out of the boxes. This is the stage here.
Oh, yes. These are the
And
class
place them.
project ones.
That's
that
right.
Oh, you said that.
Don't careful. These are the ones that will be taken out of the boxes and placed into more of a natural environment so that they could live out the rest there.
How old would you say the caterpillar is at this stage?
At this stage, they're approximately 4 to 6 weeks old here. Okay. The egg stage will live for about 10 days. In the larval stage, about 10 weeks. And 2 weeks in the chrysalis stage. As they emerge from the chrysalis, the adult butterfly can live for about 3 weeks.
Only 3 weeks.
Don't be sad. They party hard for those 3 weeks, believe
Okay,
me.
got it. All right. They made it worth it.
That's right. They do their best. So, as I mentioned, different species of caterpillars, or different species of butterflies, sorry, the caterpillar size will vary. So this guy right here is a caterpillar for an owl butterfly.
Okay.
Right, so this,
big already.
That's right. This one now, unlike the blue morpho, relies mostly on camouflage. Right, so
I could see that.
As the leaves of the heliconia or plantain leaves starts to dry, they become brown, just like this caterpillar. So they'll hide inside those brown leaves for the day, and at night they come and feed off the fresh green leaves of the plant. Right? In this case, they don't have to worry. These guys are in a controlled environment, so they eat all day long. Yeah. So the malachites feed off a Ruellia species called the shrimp plant. You're able to take a look at that right there. So we harvest these leaves every day.
Whoa!
You know, everybody has that friend who plays stuff and cries for the sad movies.
Yeah.
This is that guy.
That looks scary. It looks like a centipede.
It looks scary, but they're not. So they develop these bright colors to protect themselves from predators also. But they're not poisonous. Come on, go for it.
No.
So these little ones are very vigorous eaters. I think of the 3 different caterpillars, these are the this is the species that wins.
Oh no, Vianney.
That's good luck.
Oh, you see, not even 5 minutes, and she got she got some poop.
Vianney's the lucky one. Since the blue morpho is the first species that we actually introduce in our exhibit, it's the one that we focus mainly on.
Mhm.
So this shows the entire life cycle of the blue morpho. At the end of the 5th instar, or 10 weeks, they start changing from this yellowish red color to a green caterpillar, which we commonly call our pre-pupa or our greenie. At this point, they will actually start hanging off a silk that they will spin, and they'll hang out there for about 4 days. Now, what occurs here is quite amazing. These little guys literally digest themselves from the inside out. So with that being said, if I were to open this chrysalis, what do you think is in there?
The caterpillar.
You think so?
And goo and.
There you go, goo.
Ugh.
There is nothing that actually resembles a caterpillar or a butterfly as yet. It's all just goo. And just within 2 weeks, they will reform into a beautiful blue morpho butterfly.
Wow.
As they emerge, the wings are about the size of a nickel or a 10 cents Belize, right? It takes about 10 to 15 minutes for them to fully stretch their wings out and another 2 to 3 hours to dry off. So at this point, these little insects are quite vulnerable. They hang out there until the wings are dried. Once the wings are dried, as I promised you, they party very hard. So they party hard for about 3 weeks, right? They feed off fruit juices, preferably fermenting fruit juices.
They find a partner.
That's right. They find a partner. They copulate for several hours, and then eventually the females then seek out the host plant and will lay close to about 150 eggs.
Wow.
Yeah.
A fulfilled life.
A fulfilled life. There you go. So this is our little enclosure right here. It's a great place for our guests to visit. As they're staying with us, they can come and entertain themselves with butterflies. But we're also open to people who want to visit from outside. We host school groups here. The kids really love it. Their faces light up as they come into this enclosure, man. It's just,
oh, wow.
We've called it the party dome because of that.
All right, well, let's get into the party ourselves.
Go right ahead.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the Butterfly Party Dome.
It's magical in here.
And this is where all the magic happens, right in here. We have the blue morpho right here. You may be wondering, but that doesn't look blue, right?
Yeah, it's when they open.
When they open up, you can see that
thought.
blue. So here's the question. Are they really blue?
Is it an illusion?
There we go. It's sort of like an optical illusion. They're iridescent. They have microscopic scales.
Oh wow, some parts of it look purple just
It does, right? The way the light hits it. Right? So it's very difficult to find any animals that have a true blue pigment. Ever got a butterfly kiss?
Oh my God, that's so pretty! That is so cute!
Check that out.
Wow.
So as you turn them to a profile, they'll also have...
That looked like a snake.
It does, right?
Yes.
There you go. There
Look at this. Look at this. It literally looks like an owl.
Nature is amazing, right?
Amazing. The illusion.
Even such a fragile insect like this develops ways of protecting itself.
Yes.
This species, the blue morpho, as I mentioned, will only live for about 3 weeks. So they feed off these fruit juices. Once they've gotten their fill, they then start finding a partner. They eventually copulate for about 6 to 7 hours. And then the female seeks out their host plant. So she just finished laying that egg. Right,
those are those little...
Those tiny little droplets, or they look like droplets of water. Those are actually blue morpho eggs right there. So within about 7 to 10 days, you're gonna have a caterpillar hatching from that egg. And in the next 10 weeks, we're going to have chrysalises. And 2 weeks later, the beautiful blue morpho. So as a gesture of our appreciation, thank you very much, Sabrina, for being with us today. We'd like to give you a couple blue morphos to release. Okay. So this is a part of our Wish Upon a Wing program. Here you go. Go ahead. Okay. Right. And we'll do it next to our photo mural here, where many of our guests.
We have one last one in
One
here.
last one here. Make that wish, Sabrina. Come on. Oh, he doesn't want to leave you.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Fowers and I work at UMall. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money and gas price, because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome back. Earlier this week, we told you about the tour of the play Royal Kruffy that is currently taking place at the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts. There's a lot to enjoy. Not only a play, there's a section on comedic performances and even spoken word. Of course, this is all organized by the Optimist Club 501 Belize. And this morning, we are going to be continuing that conversation on the works of Optimist 501 Belize. But we also have a treat for you this morning. We are also joined by a Belizean American world-renowned poet, Rudy Francisco. He is here in Belize after 2 years, and we want to say a huge welcome home
back.
to you,
Yeah.
but also welcome to both of you to Open Your Eyes.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you for having us today.
So, earlier this week when we had you guys on, we were talking about the show that is set to take place, and it did take place last night at the Bliss, so Thursday, and the final show in Belize City is tonight, Friday. Before we jump into all the details, let's ask, how was night one?
Oh, night one was phenomenal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people came out. The energy was really amazing. And for me personally, like, it was absolutely phenomenal just to, you know, be in Belize performing, because I've traveled all around the world, so it feels good to be home.
When was the last time you've performed in Belize, or have you performed in Belize before?
Oh, this is my first time performing in Belize.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Has the audience been anything that you expected?
Oh yeah, even better than I expected. You know, because sometimes you just don't know like what kind of atmosphere you're going to be in.
Yeah.
But yeah, last night there was so much love and a lot of family that I had like never actually got a chance to meet in person as well. So yeah, it was a really great experience last night.
One thing you'll get when you stop here in Belize after a long time is you'll find your distant cousins. You're probably going to be introduced to your fifth and sixth place cousins on your mom's side and your dad's side.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
He met a few yesterday,
Okay.
last night, and there was a woman that we had not seen in like 21 years.
Wow. Yeah.
And when she visited us in San Diego, so it was so good to see her.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I think what we can also open with is the purpose behind this initiative that's taking place. We spoke about it earlier this week as well, but this is an effort to highlight the works that's being done through the Optimist Club 501 Belize. Of course, this is an organization not only here in Belize, but also in the region as well that supports several initiatives, that gives back to kids and families as well. Let's talk about that, Ms. Bernadette.
Sure. So my name is Bernadette Griggs. I'm the board advisor for Optimist 501. And the initiative that we've taken on is to really foster our youth in the areas of leadership, entrepreneurship, community service, self-esteem, education, sports, and more. So we have several branches, if you will, of Optimists in all of the districts. And with that, we support a lot of community work and many areas that we really do foster our young children.
Yeah. So proceeds from this particular event that will be on a countrywide tour, as I mentioned, which is really interesting because we haven't had a treat like that in quite some time. I know you guys had a play last year, but we're now being able to experience Royal Kruffy in different parts of the country as well.
Correct. So in addition to Belize City, the show is also going to Dangriga as well as Punta Gorda. So that is something very, very exciting. We're so thrilled to be able to do that. Again, the proceeds from all of this do go to really support our youth in the countrywide.
Let's talk about how you came into the mix with Optimist 501 Club. How were you able to collaborate with this organization and perform here in Belize?
Yeah, well, the reason is right here. So my aunt, she's like a mother to me, you know, and she's been telling me about the work that Optimist Club has been doing for a while. And when she told me about the showcase and the play, you know, she threw out the idea. It's like, would you want to be involved? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. You know, like when she asked me about it, it was an automatic yes. Wonderful. So yeah, that's how I came to be involved.
I mean, you have a lot of accomplishments under your belt, Rudy, but I think what also probably makes this experience a little bit more special to you is the fact that the tour is going to your roots as well, to Dangriga, where your father is from too. You said that you've been here the last time in Belize 2 years ago. How much do you go back to where your parents are from?
You know, unfortunately, not often. You know, when I was younger, you know, flights, you know, they're fairly expensive, and it's like I have 2 other siblings and whatnot, so we weren't able to make the trip very often. So I didn't start coming back until, like, you know, well into my adulthood. So though I haven't been here much, I'm planning on, you know, being here like at least once or twice a year from here on out. But yeah, but it feels great to see so many family and have so much connection, because being first generation American, like nobody has ever, you know, been like, oh, like I know your family. Like I've never had that experience before. And until I came here, and people were like, "Oh, Francisco," and they were like just rattling off names of family members.
Your
and I was like,
Third cousin twice removed, everybody knew.
Definitely. And being first generation American, like I don't have that experience in the States. So that was really eye opening for me.
What was it like working with the other artists on the stage and the actors?
Oh, it was great. You know, being able to watch the play, because I had heard a little bit about it, but you know, when you hear about something and then when you see something, it's different. Right? Like you have a different connection to it. So when I was watching the play, like there were so many nuances of the culture that I wasn't familiar with before. And it was very eye-opening for me.
I want to talk a bit about your accomplishments, and I know we have your biography here, so I can read it out, but I think it's there's value in hearing directly from you and your journey that you have been on and you currently are on.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about what you have been up to currently, and then we can go back to some of the books that he has even written as well.
Okay, so awesome. So currently I'm touring, so I do about 5 shows per month around the States and internationally. I perform globally in Nigeria, South Africa, Australia, all around England, Scotland, Canada, and the list goes on.
You were performing where that picture just left. That looked like a well-known night show.
Yes, yes. So I had the amazing opportunity to be on the Jimmy Fallon show twice.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was also on The Bachelorette, not as a contestant.
I was gonna ask.
I always have to, like, you know, prompt people with that. But I did a poetry workshop on The Bachelorette.
Yes.
And all of the people who were, you know, competing on the show to be chosen by The Bachelorette had to perform a poem that I coached them through.
Wow.
So yeah, I've had some really great experiences with poetry.
I really want to talk about your art, because when I think about poetry and writing, you know, in my mind it's just these stanzas that rhyme. But for you to do a performance, a poetry performance, is it like a speakeasy jazz kind of situation? How is it that you entertain?
Yeah, so when we think about poetry, I think we have these ideas of what poetry looks like, and typically those ideas aren't very accurate to what it actually looks like on
We
stage.
think of Dr. Seuss.
Exactly, right? But performance poetry, it's a lot like watching a very short one-man show. Like they're very much like a lot of performance nuances. Sometimes people use rhyme, but a lot of people use like different elements of poetry as well. Metaphor, simile, people they utilize like their cadence as well. So yeah, it's a full performance.
Yeah. And that's fantastic. I think this is quite a treat. I think we also need to remember that while you are world-renowned, you are Belizean. There's Belizean blood running through Mr. Francisco's body here, so we have to commend you and be proud of that too. We have a growing community of people who enjoy spoken word and poetry here. Is there any advice that you would give to these individuals and how they can have their art be exposed the way that you have?
Yeah, I think my biggest piece of advice is, because we had a workshop yesterday, and I'm doing a workshop later on with youth.
Okay.
And my biggest piece of advice is always, like, remember how important your story is. I think sometimes, like, we feel like we have to become something else to have our work be recognized. But most of the people who have been recognized for the things that they do it from a place of honesty. They do it from a place of, I just want to tell my story. And I think that's the foundation of most success stories. So that's my biggest piece of advice.
What are the themes of the different poems and written pieces that you share?
Yeah, so it's about a little bit of everything. You know, lately I've been really into doing poetry about everyday things, because there are poems around us all the time. We just have to recognize them, you know? So I've been really looking at like the small details of like my day and my life and finding the poetry in that. So yeah, so my writing is really just about everything.
And you have 6 books: Getting Stitches, Scratch, No Gravity, No Gravity Part 2, because the first one we needed more.
Yeah, of course.
Helium and I'll Fly Away.
Yes.
Are these available on any platforms? Whether are there any audiobooks that we can take advantage of or purchase online on Amazon?
Yes, so it is available on Amazon, and there are audio versions as well.
Okay. Rudy Francisco, the artist of spoken words. Right.
Yes.
You're going to be doing your second performance tonight. Let's talk about what time it begins, where are tickets still available, how can we get these tickets, Ms. Briggs?
Sure. So the tickets are available at the Bliss, and then there's Roots Lockbox, I believe is the name of the place. And the show starts at 7 p.m. at the Bliss tonight. So it's really is going to be a treat to again see Rudy perform, and also Blacka and the cast have been amazing. So we had a really great time last night watching the show.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Thank you all so
Thank you,
much
guys.
for joining us, and we can't wait to see your performance tonight.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Well, all the best, and we are continuing the coverage of the work that you guys will be doing. We know that you are headed down south as well after the Belize City show, so we wish you guys all the best.
Best of luck.
Great.
All right, we're going to take another break.
Our final break.
And when we come back, it's all about Farm to Perfection with our Small Business Fridays. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Isani Cayetano,
Marion Alley, Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon.
Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes, go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
Back to Open Your Eyes. We are joined by our final conversation. It is Small Business Fridays after all, and we have owner of Farm to Perfection, none other than Miss Shala Leslie. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank
Belize.
you for being here with us.
Yes. So today we came because we wanted to do two things.
Okay.
We wanted to reveal our new product from our syrup line.
Okay.
We started our syrup line almost 2 months now, and we wanted to reveal our new product, which is
I feel like you've been coming on the show promoting new products.
It's just been 2 times already.
But it's a consistency, and that's really good. It shows how fast
we're building.
It's going. So
we're
I know
building.
last time you were here, I saw your mango syrup.
Right.
I didn't see these other
well, these
flavors.
are our regular honey because we cannot forget that I'm a beekeeper.
Yeah,
that's where everything is coming from. Secrets of the Bees. So we started with our mango syrup because that was the season that we were in, and we had lots of mangoes as well as the rest of the country. Okay.
I'll tell you, I had this syrup, and I mean, I'm sure it defeats the purpose, but I had it on a salad, and it was really, really good.
Really?
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah, you're supposed to try it on different things.
idea,
I had it on
yeah.
pancakes.
Okay,
and it
that
was
makes sense.
That was good.
Because our customers kept asking us, what should we use it for? We decided at the back of the bottle we would put suggested uses.
Ooh,
and one of
okay.
that suggested uses is to marinate your food, your meat.
It says
It could be used for that
sweetening
as well.
agent for baking, flavoring agent for sauces, dessert, or breakfast toppings, making your own granola.
Ooh, that's of course.
Tossed salad, like what you did there, glazed
Right
pork
on top.
chops, marinade chicken, and rich cocktails. Ooh, it is very versatile, this
Yes,
product.
it is. Absolutely
But
is.
like I said, you were here and it was mango, and now we have
Pitaya.
pitaya. Wonderful.
Pitaya syrup. And this allows us to be able to support the farmers. So the farmers have now become our partners as well, because we're buying out their product. And we're buying it out fast. As fast as you buy, we're buying it out from the farmers as well. So we have a new flavor, and that you want to do. You want to do
the
the
honors.
flavor is coming up.
Blackberry syrup. And so I really love, because the last time you were here, the mango was a little bit more loose, the
Yeah,
syrup.
we
So I
fixed
see
that.
that it's
We
a
fixed
little
that.
thick now,
Yes.
and as well as the pitaya.
We're improving
and now
as we go along.
The blackberry syrup,
Yes.
which is a very
Yes.
much a Belizean, it's a Belizean resource, right?
Apparently, blackberry isn't really a berry, but it's a berry to us in Belize.
Really? Okay,
yeah,
please explain.
apparently it's a plum.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's our blackberry here. So I've put Belizean blackberry, because we're not going to stand up and start an
Yes.
argument. You know, it's our blackberry.
Yes, yes. So again, this would be the same concept as the other syrups. You can put them on
Everything the
different
same way.
items.
Yes.
What goes into deciding what's the flavor that you're going to be trying out?
It's what's in season.
Okay.
So we purchase what's in season, or go and collect in the case of the blackberry. And when that fruit is finished, it's finished. So you won't be able to get until the next season.
Okay, so everything is basically a limited edition. So
Yes.
once the mango is done, it's done, and then you move on to the next.
That is
fruit.
correct.
But apart from syrups, Shala, and
Yes.
honey,
Yes.
and you've been doing jewelry and all of these other items.
Oh, just honey earrings. Just honey earrings.
Which you actually
earrings that you
are
have
wearing
wearing.
right now.
all the time.
Oh my gosh,
It's
this
my
is
extra
actually
stash.
honey
It's real
inside.
honey.
Traveling stash.
It's real
Oh
honey.
my God,
I absolutely
this
love
is
that.
so cool.
It's one of my favorite things that I own now.
So I am a beekeeper. I am a farmer. We raise farmers, rabbits, cows, sheep, pigs, and some other things. Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
Yes.
Okay.
And so in the time of doing all of these tasks, there are things that are coming about that I use. There are methods that I have, and I realize that some of these things other people can use. The country of Belize can use, and I can make your life easier. And so that's how the syrup came about, because it's something that I did for my family.
Yeah.
That's how infused garlic honey came about, because it's something that I did for my family. So as a beekeeper, I'm always lighting my smoker.
Wow.
And I had to learn how to do that. It takes it's frustrating trying to light a smoker for an hour.
Yeah.
And so I have methods that I have created for myself. So I decided there must be other people that are going through this too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I decided to make charcoal that you do not need any lighter fluid for.
What?
Ooh.
Yes.
That is ingenious, actually. And you said you wanted me to show one in particular,
yeah.
which is this one. Oh, I'm gonna get myself dirty today. Wow.
Yes.
Look at that.
And
beautiful.
We've put it in a box because we wanted you to purchase charcoal and not charcoal dust.
Okay.
So that's the rationale behind it.
Okay.
So you light the entire box, and we'll continue to do some marketing on showing you
You
how
light
to do
the
it.
entire
box?
Don't even bother opening the box. Don't bother to dirty your hands. We want this to be very convenient for the country of Belize.
Wow.
So you just buy the box from the shelf, take it home. There's a wick there. You just light the wick. The entire thing starts.
That is ingenious.
That is really, really smart indeed.
Wow.
Now, how has this product, is it available on the market as yet?
Tomorrow we're going to be at the Chamber of Commerce at Marion Jones Stadium,
Okay.
and that is where you can buy your first.
So another
box.
expo segment we have on our hands here.
But this is showing how innovative you can be in this
All
line of
farmers
work.
are, by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Wow.
So let's talk a bit about the things that will be available at your expo booth. Do you know your
Sure.
booth number? And what exactly, of course, we
Sure.
will be able to get.
We set up every year for the past 2 years. This is our third year here, and we're always by the exercise units.
Okay.
Easy to find us. You come in through the gate, you take a small, this right. This right.
Our right.
And that's where that's where we will be. It's the same place we always are every year. So we're going to have all our flavors on, we're bringing in enough, all the way from Camalote. That's our arnica painkiller that's on. We've stocked up because that one goes really fast. And we're going to have the charcoal ready. If you want to make sure that you have your products, please order. We have customers ordering. Send us your name so we label your box, and we guarantee that you will get your product tomorrow and Sunday.
Shaw, this is fantastic. Any last words you want to give to our viewers about their new products? Can we purchase these in stores?
Yes, they're available at Quality Poultry in Belmopan, Caribbean Chicken. And there is honey in Belize City at health stores across from the Civic Center. There's also at Big Bites on Barak Road. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing some, so again, we will have that.
Yes.
that is on our Facebook page at Farm to Perfection. My last words is not for myself, because I'm enjoying this. This isn't work for me. I'm on retirement, really. So my encouragement is for those people that have that thought in mind. I thought about charcoal 15 years ago. I've been doing this almost 20 years for my family, the syrups. And I just realized, why don't I share this? So I'm sure that there are other people that have dreams, that have things that they want to create, and they're afraid to do it. Do not wait till you perfect it, because that was my issue. Just start, and you will improve as you go along, which is the same that we have done for our labels. Our honey labels look awesome, if I may say so myself.
They're very beautiful.
They look awesome. So we went from just printing regular labels in your printer, sticking it with a tape, and then we just kept improving as we went along. We wanted gold labels, we couldn't find it in Belize. We just researched till we figure out how to get to this point, and now we are printing our own labels. So just improve as you go along. Don't wait. Just start.
Wonderful.
I like that.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, we want to remind our viewers that you will be at the BCCI Expo tomorrow and on Saturday and on Sunday. Yes. And of course, as you mentioned, you will be around the exercise booth area at the Marion Jones Sporting Complex. This has been such a pleasure. And we want to say, of course, good luck to you as always.
Thank you.
Of course, we couldn't have Small Business Fridays without a small business. So, Shala, thank you so much for joining us this morning. But we also want to say a big thank you to all of our guests that came in this morning. And of course, thank you to our viewers for always tuning in and starting your morning right here with us on Open Your Eyes. It is September 3rd. No. Yes, September 13th. It's Friday the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. And if it is your birthday today, we want to say a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! From all of us here at Open Your Eyes in Channel 5. And if you have a birthday shout out or just a question or a comment, you can drop us a line right here at oye@channel5belize.com.
You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ.
And check out our highlights on Instagram at OYE Belize. And of course, do us a favor and tune in again on Monday when you open your eyes
to start your morning right.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open.
We'll see you soon, Belize. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay hydrated. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by Smart, bringing people together, and the Belize Bank, our country, your bank.